Oh, that's a good start. Good start.
That's already recording, so we good. We good.
Hey, and welcome to another episode of the Hey Poor Podcast. I am not the suave and handsome Mike Coleman. I'm the suaver and handsomer original host, Jay Petroquin.
So handsome.
With me, I have Hey Poor Player Editor-in-Chief, Francis DiPersio.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
I have Hey Poor Player, Video Man and Kawaii Mascot, Nathaniel Terencio. And I have suave and all-around handsome good man, Mike Vito.
I'm too old for this shit.
And we just went through the first 2 days of E3 2017. It was going to be just the first one day, but then things happened. Certain members of our staff passed out.
I jerked suddenly up from my desk and had
So,
it again.
Francis DiPersio, our good editor-in-chief, you were in the middle of writing
I
your
was working
Yakuza
on
6 piece.
Yakuza 6 preview.
Yeah, and he sort of just got up, turned around from the desk in the hotel room. We're at a lovely hotel here in Los Angeles, California.
Yeah, and if you were watching the video, you can definitely see us at a table outside of a hotel room.
I forgot to say that.
It's beautiful out
Because
here.
you told me to right before we started.
It's fine. It's fine.
But yeah, so Frank just gets up, turns around, looks at the bed, and just, I would describe it as like a kid on a sled hitting the end of a snowbank. That's kind of the velocity situation you had going, just shoom.
I don't remember a damn thing.
Yeah, you really don't.
I slept like a baby.
You also didn't remember singing a bunch. You were drunk on spicy Thai food.
That's what it was, a Thai food murder.
Oh yeah, he had spicy curry and it destroyed
I'm
him.
used to East Coast spicy curry.
Yeah.
You see West Coast spicy curry.
Yeah, that California curry.
That California curry, it had me. And I died inside. But here I am.
And outside.
I was resurrected like a phoenix. I persevered for another day of E3, and so far so good. I'm awake now.
Yeah.
I'm not singing yet. So.
Not yet, which is a damn crying shame.
Which is incredible because we just got back from this amazing party for MX4D
Oof.
at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood.
We went to Hollywood. It was a very unique experience for all of
So many
us.
people gave us the
Media
rock
Nation.
star treatment, and
that
thank
was
you, Media
amazing.
Nation. It was amazing.
Yeah, thank you. We enjoyed your open bar and your several people cosplaying as Tracer.
So many tracers.
Yeah,
like,
there were
everywhere.
tracers.
There were
Not
at least
enough
5.
tracers.
There were at least 5 Tracers.
And they were all very pretty.
They were all very pretty and very nice.
Thank you, pretty
All
tracers.
women are queens.
All women are queens. All men are pigs. But hey, we're the king pigs of this bar, and we call HeyPoorPlayer.com.
Yep.
Ooh, we'll do that again later. Wait until I'm in bed with Nathan later. Then come doing that. God. So, we want to do some talking about E3, about what we've been seeing, what we've been playing, what we've been enjoying. We've been around the show floor a bunch. We've been doing some events, some meetings with particular studios.
Yeah.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Frank.
I'm gonna go
start
first
off?
because I'm looking at you. What are some of your highlights of what we've done in the first couple days of E3?
Well, I think the highlight for me today was probably Moss, actually.
Yeah, so you were saying that, and it honestly surprised me.
Yeah.
That was you and Mike went to that while Nathan and I were trying and filling in some other stuff, and you came back really excited about it.
Moss is an upcoming PSVR title developed by PolyArc. They're a new studio. We went and checked it out today, and it's a pretty cool premise.
Yeah.
Essentially, you guide this lovely little mouse here, Quill, little mouse and swordsman, cute little guy. You guide him around this beautiful fantasy world. You function, well, it is a VR game. You yourself are seeing it in first person as the camera, overlooking this world, but you still manipulate Quill in the third person, moving him around with your joystick and your action buttons to attack. And at first, it's cool because you start out above this pond and you're just looking out, and Quill comes up and waves to you, and you look down, and then you realize you're not just a camera, and you see your eerie masked reflection in the lake. And it's such a cool sensation. It looks straight out of like Studio Ghibli. It's great.
Yeah.
So you start exploring this world, and at first, again, you think you're just kind of like this fixed camera, but you yourself, while manipulating Quill, can reach out and grab objects in the environment to help him platform across. Like you'll find a spire with all these doors in it that you have to manipulate by moving your DualShock controller and grabbing it, or to navigate him through these doorways, or pick up monsters and put them on pressure plates to get them through. And it starts out, it's pretty simple, but you get this sensation. It's really similar to Shadow of the Colossus or The Last Guardian, where it kind of transcends feeling like a camera, And you actually start to forge a relationship with this creature. When it's wounded, you reach out to heal it, and you can feel his heartbeat in your controller.
Oh wow!
As you're healing him, and it's such
Wow, that's really cool.
It's a cool and trippy sensation. When he at the very end of the demo, this giant snake appears, and he looks right at the camera, looking you in the eye for protection.
Right.
And in that moment, you feel like you just want to jump in front of this snake and like protect him. And it's so cool, and it feels so natural. And I don't know, like the art style is just so incredibly atmospheric.
Yes.
Mike, you played it. What did you
It's-
think of it?
Everything feels alive. With your DualShock in your hand, you can actually move the DualShock around the environment, and everything reacts to your movements. Like if there's dust
Right,
particles in the air, those dust particles will move away from your
Leaves will
controller.
blow on the ground.
leaves,
Okay,
yeah, everything
right.
just feels
Alright.
like alive and.
Splash water
and-
around
yeah.
some lakes.
When me and Frank were both playing, we were in separate rooms playing this game, and
okay.
we didn't know. We had no idea what each other was saying, but we both commented that the game literally gave us goosebumps while we were playing. Like it was that immersive, and you really felt for
It
the
was
character
beautiful.
Quill. Yeah,
It was
nice.
beautiful.
Yes.
I mean, it looked like something out of Pixar, and I have a feeling we probably both came at the same moment, where you just goose flesh on the back of your neck, and everything clicks. And
Yep.
again, you're forging that bond with the character, and the world is just so beautiful and rich, and just pulls you in. And I
Yeah.
don't know, the PlayStation was about 15 minutes long.
Uh-huh.
It's already near top of the show for me. So
Wow.
far,
Oh,
and
it's
been
yeah,
a
it's
really big
definitely
show.
the
Wow.
top for me.
Wow.
And
Damn.
the Polyarch
fantastic.
guys were super cool, and they
Yeah.
explained everything really well to us. They
Yeah,
were super
I kind of wish I
cool.
went to that because, like, when we were like making of the game, it sounds incredible.
Yeah, yeah. And again, it was when we were deciding on stuff this morning. Like, I know you and I were both kind of like, oh, this seems cool, but neither of us really know much about the studio.
Yeah.
Like, no one was really that committed to it. I'm a lot more interested in what they're doing with this game now that you guys have sort of come forward and pitched this.
Yeah,
This sounds really
exactly.
cool.
Well, it releases this holiday season. That's their target release.
Okay, cool.
Exclusively for the PlayStation VR. And
PlayStation VR.
I encourage everybody to check it out when it comes out, because if this early slice is any indication of what to expect, this is going to be something really special that you're going to want to play.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Cool, man.
Cool. Jay or Mike, do either of you want to go next? I don't.
Take it, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay, go ahead. Yeah,
So
Jay.
now that we talked about this heartfelt VR game, I don't mind talking about some cartoon bullshit.
Oh, before we continue,
Yeah.
if you're watching this video and you are hearing cars, it's because we're literally right next to a road. So
Yeah,
We're
we're right off
outside
South
of a lovely
Alvarado.
hotel right
yeah,
now.
we are out. Like we literally are outside of a hotel, and there is a bunch of cars driving right now. It doesn't
great.
matter that it's 11 p.m. It's LA.
No,
We
yeah.
wanted to be outside. It's nice and comfortable.
It's
here.
nice out here right now.
Yeah.
We've been inside all day for the last 2 days.
It's either this or a dirty hotel room. So
Yes.
we saved you.
It's a fine hotel room. What's that hotel room ever done wrong?
You're the dirtiest thing in that hotel.
I am the dirtiest thing in that hotel
No,
room.
we heard you in that bathroom.
Dude, we ate pretty bad. Dude.
No, no, we did. Our first day when we all got into LA, we ate really amazing Korean barbecue. I know you said like one of the best meals you've had.
At the Soul Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the house was amazing. Yesterday we had really good Thai food and really good like Mediterranean
No,
food.
that was mean Thai food.
Yeah, well, okay, yours.
Well, you had the curry.
We had the good type, the
Yes.
sweet, nice
Yeah.
boy of the family type food. You had the renegade.
I had
bad
the
boy type
abusive
food.
grandfather Thai food.
Yeah, you had the daddy's gonna get the belt.
Yeah,
type
Daddy
food.
got the belt.
Yeah, daddy got the belt. Right
I
up in
couldn't
your
sit
stomach.
down there.
And then today we ate Pollo Loco, which is just Taco Bell for here, and
And we had they had In-N-Out.
yeah, I forgot
Yes.
the name.
I'm from the West Coast, so I know what In-N-Out is. They never had it. I think Jay had it once.
Yeah, I've been told it was a competitor for Five Guys. It's not. Five Guys is still better in every way, but you get a better deal at In-N-Out, so that's nice.
Yeah, it was cheaper.
We're
Yeah,
from
it was
Delaware,
good.
so we just wanted to.
Yeah.
give
It was an experience. I liked it a lot.
I'm a New York boy, so it's the New York versus California thing.
Yeah. Yeah. My West Coast homies. It's okay. I know what they're saying is heresy, but like, just cut them some slack. They're from the East Coast. Don't
But we
worry.
did try the secret menu.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that
We
is
got
true.
that, so my current favorite thing I got to play at the show is one that anyone who follows me on Twitter will probably have called coming. Same to you, Mr. Truck. And that would be the new Steven Universe game. We got to go and check out some stuff at Cartoon Network's section. We had a meeting with them where you got to play the OKKO game. I keep calling it OK
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Heroes.
Okay, KO.
Yeah.
That's the joke.
Let's Play Heroes,
Yeah.
and then I got to play the new Steven Universe game, Save
Yeah.
the Light, which is the sequel to a iOS and Android Steven Universe game called Attack the Light. which I played
Yeah.
a little of and I knew of. I didn't play a lot of that because it was kind of just a
Yeah, I think both were very surprising to both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, as both of us who as people who have played Cartoon Network games and was legitimately surprised by the depth of both games.
Well, because when you think of Cartoon Networks making a game of something, you think of the era where every movie and cartoon would get a kind of shill tie-in game that wasn't really
Yeah,
much
that's
of
fair.
anything, and we're mostly past that point now.
Well,
like,
yeah. At least for
I-
Cartoon Network games.
I want to say the last horrible example we got was maybe the Legend of Korra game Platinum made a few years back, and even then that was Platinum. That could have been something better, but we're past that era where you get that stuff, but still, you don't think Cartoon Network's making this game and think it's going to be really good. But this new game is a very legitimate RPG. Like it's It's not like reinventing every single RPG mechanic, but it's tactical, it's semi-turn based where over time enemies are moving towards you and you're charging up these points that you can spend on different attacks. Some would be maybe you're Amethyst and you can do a big sweeping attack that'll hit all enemies within a radius and that's 3-star points, or you can up your own attack for 1 or 2 points.
Yeah.
And I think it was every minute, every 60 seconds, I honestly forget the exact timing, every little bit this meter will fill up and you'll get 5 more stars.
Yeah.
And there's some characters that can accelerate the speed at which you get more. And each character is very much tooled around different stuff. So at the beginning in the first game it was just Steven and the 3 gems, Pearl, Armrest, and Squidward. Pearl, Amethyst, and Garnet, who were sort of the main 4. Here you start out with Steven, Greg, who is his dad, who is the bard character because he plays a guitar. It's amazing. And then his friend Connie, who is this swordsman who carries a sword as large as she is. And then you get to choose one of the 3 gems who sort of become your 4th member for a while. I picked Amethyst.
Yeah.
And basically how that goes is we're told, so this character is your wide sweeper. This character is your one who can power themselves up and do a lot of damage. It is class based, not everyone is kind of their own class in the way of an early Final Fantasy. Where all right, this is the bard, this is the kind of mixed healer and attacker. This is the buff distributor. And we know there's going to be either 8 or 9 total playable characters in this. I honestly forget the exact number.
And there's 3 in your party at a time?
4.
4. Yeah.
Because it was Steven, Connie, Greg, and Amethyst, and then later Pearl came out, and I switched Amethyst out with Pearl. So you're fighting these monsters in Beach City that are based on stuff from the first game. You're sort of learning this story where there's some mysterious thing that's captured this sort of prism alien thing from the first game that is being used for malevolent purposes at some point. You fight a giant wood chipper alien and it's terrifying.
Dave. We named him Dave. So, you have the option to name him.
You get some fun option stuff. So one thing the game does is because Steven is very much the type of character in the show, and this is why I said anyone who follows me, I love Steven Universe, the show. I'm a big follow. I like to follow cartoons that are out now in general, just because I'm curious how that evolves and whatnot. We were talking about anime.
Yeah, we were talking about anime.
We were talking about My Hero. But I like to follow that stuff, and so I do watch the show, and wow, I honestly, no, I'm sorry. I spaced out my own sentence there.
You were good.
And so something about the show is Steven, the main character, is very much this, wants everyone to get along and be happy and all this stuff.
Yeah.
He's that kind of person. The way that's reflected in the game is that there will be times where one of the characters asks how you want to handle a situation, or if you want to ride a cool motorcycle, and who doesn't.
The only podcast with motorcycles.
I know, it's crazy. Wow, that picked up really bad on Audacity. But you'll be sort of prompted, how do you want to approach a situation? Do you want to cautiously deal with these enemies, or do you want to barrel right in? If you're saying something to appease Amethyst and build a relationship closer with her, because that's the thing you can do, you'll be like, yeah, let's barrel right in. Amethyst will be like, well, I'm Amethyst, so I of course want to do this. And so there's some fun little choice stuff. When you do that, you get bonus relationship points with those characters who build up towards you being able to do combos with those characters.
Yeah.
It builds up towards some cool skill tree stuff you're able to do. And part of that too is there's choices when it comes to so then you fight this boss near the end of the this boss that's Frank drinking a lot of beer.
Yeah.
You fight this boss near the end of this demo that is this giant wood chipper alien robot. You get to name him, and of course we named him Dave.
Yeah,
With 3 options. It was two long things and then just Dave.
Like really ominous names.
Yeah.
And you said Steven probably would have called him
Would have
Dave.
absolutely called him Dave.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
there's
yeah, I
no
do-
doubt in
I
my
do think that
mind
too.
That our good friend Steven Universe would have named this large alien Dave. But so yeah, and like during that battle, like so there's a lot of directional stuff going on, right? Because there's a lot of like, oh, you can hit enemies in this radius. Steven was a healer straight up in the iOS game, but in this one he was part healer, part attacker. So like,
Yeah.
he can do that charging thing where
Yeah.
if you attack an enemy that's behind another enemy, it'll just bolt through both of them.
Yeah.
Later you get Pearl, who can do a similar thing with his spear. And so there's a lot of like directional strategy as opposed to keeping in mind who's what, where and coming from where.
But also, he could be a combination of both. But
Yeah, oh exactly,
Yeah,
that's kind of the
and
point.
the,
is that,
yeah. The stat points, like, they even mentioned that, like, you can build these characters in a certain way just based on
I was
the stat
talking more
points.
about the fusion.
Fusion.
Oh, the
Yeah,
fusion,
yeah,
yeah,
so,
that's
yeah.
true, that's true.
In that
That
final
was
big
cool.
battle,
Yeah.
Steven and Connie, who people who don't watch the show, fusion is a big part of the show. These gem characters can fuse with one another and become these other
They
characters.
just bump ugly so
Yeah,
hard.
yeah. I mean, basically, there's a few real sexual ones.
children.
But so Steven is half human, and so his human friend Connie, who carries this giant sword, can fuse with him, and they become Stevani, who's this cool teenager who fights stuff real well. They just two 12-year-olds become a single 18-year-old. That's how life works.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we were able to do that in that final battle, which was a kind of a cool risk
Yeah.
reward because on one hand you're combining two characters into one much stronger character, on the other you're losing some of the benefits of both of those characters because like Connie is very like buff focused, she can study to like raise her own attack really
Yeah.
high. Steven's got healing power and shield power on top of the attack power. You're losing those, and you have one fewer people in your party. So that boss battle was actually really tricky because I had to think.
She
it was
could
gonna
bubble
be-
more too, though, couldn't she?
What?
Stefani could bubble like two characters.
Yeah, no, she could.
Yeah, she had a combination of, like, Steven's, like, more defensive abilities with Connie's, like,
Yeah.
aggressive abilities.
It was cool. They did a good job of combining some of that stuff, but still, it's like, oh, I have one fewer, pieces on the
right.
playing field, so I need to think differently. Especially in a boss where, so how that boss worked was like, characters were sort of coming out of the background into the foreground. There were more characters, more enemies who I had to fight as things were going on, because they were feeding logs into this giant wood chipper, and as
It was getting intense.
it was getting really.
There
I
was
thought
a lot of characters going.
Definitely.
I'll be honest. I was really worried I was gonna lose because I didn't want to embarrass myself in front of my friends and colleagues.
I did lose at a game today, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you had it on hard.
No,
I'll explain that later.
It's okay.
I did too at Metronomicon, but
Yeah.
but yeah, so it's this really intense battle, and there's again there's relationship points that let you do team up attacks. I didn't get to use it, but I saw there's one with Greg and Steven where like I guess Steven whips out his ukulele and they just do like a power jam.
Yeah, that's cute.
Which
That's
is real
really cute.
Stevani's is just this button masherama thing. There's all these skill trees and everything as well, where like as you build up these relationship points, those points can be spent towards different trees. So the one that he showed us in the demo was Steven's, where there's one track where you can upgrade his luck. So sometimes at random, once you get to a certain stage, it'll randomly heal whoever you're trying to heal for like 200% more than it would normally. And then as you get higher, like just the ratio, rates just increase more. And there's different attacks you can unlock as you go before. There's a lot of nuance to like.
Yeah.
They actually put time and effort into putting these systems in place, into like giving you the chance to like build relationships, kind of Fire Emblem Awakening style, like the newer Fire Emblem games is honestly what it reminded me of, building those relationships between characters. And so yeah, I am genuinely surprised by how much of a game this is.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
that makes
fair
sense.
enough. Yeah, I mean, like, the previous game was an iOS game, and it was really good for what
fun.
it was.
It was a fun little iOS thing, but it was very straightforward. It was very
Yeah.
much, here's a cool fan servicey thing you can play. It's also beautiful, like we were saying.
Yes.
It,
That pop-up book look
it has
to
that. It has this pop-up book look, so it is
Yeah.
very faithful. It's completely faithful to the design of Beach City and the show.
Yeah.
They do render it in 3D, but it's the kind of like cell shaded line art heavy 3D where any given screenshot could just as easily look like a shot from the show.
If
Like,
you're watching this on video, there's B-roll.
Yeah.
Including it in here.
and like you're saying, like the city itself has this really nice like pop up. Like I said, it literally looks like
Yeah.
a cardboard
It
diorama.
almost looks a lot
almost.
like the Paper Mario.
I was gonna say it looks very
Yeah,
much like
yeah,
Paper
yeah,
Mario.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could interject, my favorite part of the gameplay was actually when Greg needed to get past a particular barrier.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
yeah,
it had
okay.
little like symbols on the screen
right,
showing it
right.
was like an
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like those parts in Wind Waker where you have to get Medley or the other one and have them play the song to open the door to the next dungeon.
Yeah, like Greg's guitar was basically the ocarina.
And he was saying, our guy who was showing us through this was
Zach,
saying,
right?
Zach, yeah. Zach was saying there's going to be a lot of that in the full game. Like they took some kind of thing about dungeon design in a very distinct way, where like
Yeah.
sometimes there will be puzzles that maybe are optional, where if you happen to have the right character in your party, you can get past them. But if you don't, you just fucking don't. You have to backtrack to the last warp pad to change characters because those
Yeah.
the warp pads from the show are where you go to like switch characters from your
Yeah.
party, all that stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I really like that. So it was
Yeah,
that
it
like
was cool.
snake pattern with all the
Yeah.
arrows, and you had to like sort of guitar hero, sort of like DDR your way through some
Yep.
guitar riffs
Yeah, it was
to,
nice.
to
Yeah.
break down this
It was
wall.
really cool. Yeah.
And then there's Connie. When you're controlling Connie, you can slash grass like your Link and all this
Yeah.
other stuff. You know.
Or explore behind waterfalls.
Or
to
explore
find
behind
hidden treasure,
waterfalls. Yeah, that's the other thing. There's a whole crafting system too. I forgot
Yeah,
about
with the
that.
glyphs or whatever you pick.
Yeah,
Again, I
yeah,
keep
yeah.
forgetting that there's all these systems in place because it's a Cartoon Network game on a children's cartoon. You wouldn't expect this amount of depth in there, but
Right.
there. There's
Yeah.
these, like, there are these minerals that are, I guess, connected to the prism creature who you're trying to save, that you're collecting along the way, and you craft those to sort of upgrade the power that your weapons do. You don't get different weapons or anything, obviously, just because, like, Steven Universe is such a, like, signature move and signature weapon, signature tool heavy show. You know, everyone's got their thing. But you can upgrade what those tools can do. And that's, I don't know, I'm really impressed with that. It's coming out later this summer. It's going to be on Xbox One and PlayStation 4. They said no distinct plans they were ready to announce about anything beyond that. They just wanted to get those first two platforms set first.
And digital
Yeah.
only, correct?
Digital only, yeah,
Digital
as of
only.
right now. Which is a shame. If it was physical, I would absolutely get the physical. But I will play it either way. So
Yeah.
yeah,
great.
that is easily the biggest surprise of the show floor for me so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.